What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be exploring HEB. So I know some of you guys are not from Texas. Well, I'm not really from Texas either. I'm from Seattle. But, honestly, so here's HEB. So we're just kind of touring Texas, but also we're kind of hanging out with my mom's parents. Now, just an FYI for HEB, whenever the HEB is kind of like green like this, that means it's a kind of like a ghetto.
I can make the ass drop. Had to stop at a red light.
Kind of HEB, like not really ghetto, but it's just like a little rougher one. And then after that, but like, I want to just kind of like show you. Well, this one is not that bad. It's an older HEB, but the area is actually very beautiful. But also if you see like kind of like a normal kind of like tan and so green.
I mean, it's all right. Like overrated.
It's way nicer inside. It's just, but it's kind of the same kind of thing. It's just the people and how everything's laid out. Also another thing too is that if you see a HEB with chrome,
Here comes the money, money, money,
like kind of like shiny, kind of like silver HEB, that means you're in the rich area, okay? But right now I just found this local HEB like not that far away because I wanted to show you guys the HEB about the experience, because I know some of you guys are not from Texas. I mean, you know what I mean? And most YouTubers always say like, oh yeah, I love HEB, but like, why do you like love HEB? Like, is it because the people are nice? Is it because they have amazing food? Is it because you know? But yeah, so over here is the gas area, which is pretty cool for a little supermarket. I think it's really cool. Thank you, Sharma. So yeah, very cool. Plus, I don't think I've been getting. I have not gotten HEB fuel, but based off the look of it, it looks really beautiful. And then they have a car wash, which I surprisingly never realized that. But yeah, it's very cool. It's a small little car wash, but you know what? It's a supermarket. Now, here when I was exploring Texas, I realized that HEB likes to donate a lot of like money to places like, listen, like Texas parks that I've been to off camera. But that HEB actually donated like a lot. So here's it is. There is a lot of supermarket cards, you guys can see.
They also have a pharmacy drive.
But they also have a pharmacy drive-through if you should try my mom, dad. But yeah, very cool, not gonna lie. So we're just gonna be parking right here, so I can show you guys. Now they do have handicap parking. They actually have a pretty good selection. So here's pretty much the front of the store, the HEB pharmacy kind of area. Honestly, I thought this store was pretty big. Now I do want to record a video about like Texas, kind of like a little documentary. But here's me in getting a cart. So yeah, don't worry, sorry, I was just getting the cart. And then after that, I want to show you that there's also these baskets you can wear on your heads, which is pretty cool, not gonna lie. So you can like have head support. Here's the restroom area, so it's kind of CBS. So if you need to take a piss yourself, like poop yourself.
Can't talk right now. I'm making piss.
Alright, so pretty much over here is the medic aisle / kind of like the pharmacy aisle, whatever you want to call it. They have a lot of cool things. They have like toothpaste, Advil, of course, if you want, chapstick, all the goodies you honestly always wanted. I mean, honestly, if you're looking for like some kind of like good deodorant, I mean, honestly, I think HEB got you covered. There's so many different flavors of things. There's also this makeup aisle. Personally, I don't really wear makeup, but you know, over here is just kind of random little fridge area. But this is the ice cream area. Yeah, now I've heard that Texas loves the HEB ice cream, so this is the ice cream area. Honestly, I've never really tried the Texas HEB ice cream, but personally, they look really delicious. Personally, but maybe I'll try for a bit. I don't know, because this is my last day of here exploring Texas. Like, actually, like when I post this video, but it's pretty cool about how the thing is. And then here's the KD, okay, the craft dinner. Well, technically the microwavables, what we will call it, but yeah. So pretty cool. They got pretty big selection of food, and then I found they got this new HEB bag for $10, which I thought was sick. I actually really like the bags, and then here's some more ice cream. Yeah, I know. It's a lot of ice cream. And over here is kind of like the butter slash like kind of like homemade kind of like desserts kind of. And then we got the eggs. Um, yeah, so a lot of things. We got the yogurt aisle. Now, personally, the yogurt aisle is one of my favorites. Here's the Texas tea. I know you Texans like tea. If this is the toy aisle with the dinosaur mask I'm wearing. Not gonna lie, it kind of looks stupid on me. And if they had some of these like Pikachu toys, and then they had this like cool little monster truck, which I really wanted. But yeah, very cool. They even got Legos, Ferraris. Ooh, that's a sick Ferrari. And then for those nerds out there, those are the colors kind of. And if I'm just beating up Bluey, and then just kind of like just torturing him. And in fact, over here is kind of like the wipes slash the baby area. So if any like moms at home, or like or like dads, I guess, watching, this is like the baby aisle. I mean, honestly, it's a very good selection of baby aisle. If I use the dog area, they got some good dog food. Not gonna lie, honestly, I feel like dog food looks really good. Well, I've never had it, but there's also cat food in the same aisle. There's got some bird food. Honestly, I think HEB is a very good store. Now, I'm starting to realize why people like HEB. It has everything that you need, really organized. Here's the meat area, which is pretty cool. And then here's the candy area, which looks amazing, not gonna lie. I really like the candy area. If I find this like loads of white chocolate, here's the pistachio chocolate that I tried for a video. And then after that, there's some nuts, like with chocolate, and then there's some fruit snacks. So honestly, I mean, I heard you guys like fruit snacks. You know, fruit snacks are not really made by actual fruit, but it's fine. And then after that, here's the cereal aisle. There's so many cooler cereals which are very unique that I've never seen before. And here's the coffee aisle. So if you're like a coffee fan like me, this is just like coffee aisle, which I think looks really beautiful. Not gonna lie. And in fact, here's the queso slash cheese aisle. They have lots of different types of cheeses, of course. And then there's just this little aisle with all the Asian food, has Korean food, the same things, but they have so many different things to try. That's why I started this video, like trying HEB sushi, because they really do have a lot of things, which is really cool. And over here is the checkout area, but we're not gonna check out. Yeah, we still gotta show you the other things. And if I here's the snack pack area, and like kind of like the canned things, and then like there's some Campbells.
We have that's for poor people. Who buys our I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's not healthy. Now that I know what the in it, you can eat bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer.
Which is pretty cool. And then here's the noodles area, which is really cool. And if I saw this really unique noodles, so I also had to put into the cart. So yeah, honestly, they have pretty much everything you can think of, like Asian, sushi, well, that's technically the same thing, meat. And if I here's the dessert aisle, which is very cool. They have different desserts almost like every day. Now beware, they always like to get out of stock because they are really delicious. Desserts, not gonna lie. They had some lemon cakes this time, which I never seen before. In HEB, honestly, the cakes were delicious. Like, look at that glitteriness. Yeah, so very cool. Little desserts. They had like even like little donuts. Here's the concha that we tried for a video, and then here is the meat area. Now, another thing too is that I did bring Q that also. He's just really hidden to the camera. But here's the meat area. I do got admit that HEB has some really delicious, juicy meat. Not gonna lie. And then they have like different types of fish. Honestly, I think this place is just a masterpiece. Like, they literally just have everything you can think of. Now, over here is the fruit slash vegetable area. They have a lot of fruit and vegetables that taste really juicy and pretty fresh. Like, you can actually see that it's like actually pretty healthy. And then here's the salad wall. That's what I like to call it, because there's so much salad. And there's just so much food too. Sorry that you can hear my bird. It's just my bird is just damn yapping. But yeah, very cool. Not gonna lie, they have so much different product. Now this is the sushi. Yeah, they just have like practically almost infinite sushi. Not gonna lie, and then here's the cheese sauce meat. So honestly, they have a lot of meat. And then over here, they have like some sandwiches slash tuna. Like, this is why I got the tuna salad for that one video. If that's like this fridge of like food and like they just have so much, and then on the wall behind this has like seafood, so it's like some mussels or like clams, and then like some cod and like so many things like beer battered fish, and then here's the fish market, so even more fish. Like damn, there's so many things. And then Cutie was showing me about the crab. So yeah, very cool, not gonna lie. And then here's just like more damn food. It's like infinite food galore. It's like, look how much meat. I'm sorry if there's any vegans watching this video because, man, there is so much dang meat. Like, there's so many different flavors and everything. Like, wow. Yeah, honestly, I think that HEB is definitely a very good store. Also, whenever you see like yellow tags on they're actually coupons. So you can there's actually a lot of coupons in HEB, which is pretty cool, not gonna lie. I thought this is a little wall area of like potato salad and stuff, and like fresh, like kind of like cash out. And then after that, over here is the drink aisle, like one of the drink aisles. And after that, there's like so many energy drinks. There's pretty much anything you can think of. Like there's some chips. This is also kind of like the protein aisle. So that's kind of like nuts area. And after that, there's the wall of drinks. Here's the overview again of the area of the drinks. And in fact, here's the chicken area. It's like a little chicken area that you can grab a chicken if you really wanted to. So yeah, they have fresh chicken daily, not gonna lie, it's pretty good. And then if you're drinking 1+, you can actually have alcohol, of course. So here's the alcoholic kind of area in the drinks, which is pretty good, not gonna lie. Well, I mean, I never had it, but I'm just saying the selection is very good. Honestly, I think that HEB just has a beautiful selection of things. If I use the aisle with a bunch of hot sauce and tortillas and pizza, honestly, it's just, wow. HEB is just a work of art. So yeah, very cool, not gonna lie. I really liked this store, honestly. Well, I just did. And then here's some dressings. Here's Star Mom getting her shoe jacket. And here's me grabbing the drink before we go to the checkout. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Bye.